Hi everybody, my name's James from CollectedIt.com, and I was really happy with the response that I got when the first posting. And so while I'm hoping to get the application out to beta testers in a couple of weeks, I wanted to show where we're at with the development so I can get your feedback now if there's things that you like or you don't like. If you tell us now, there's a more likely that we'll be able to fit it in, or at least say it's on the roadmap and it's coming. So I'm showing you the simulator view of what we have during development because it's a lot easier to capture video. I could have described it on the Reddit thread or whatever, but I think seeing it and kind of understanding how it's going to work may help out. So if you have any comments or feedback, please follow up to this. Tell me what you think, what you like, what you don't like. Constructive criticism is always helpful. So just launched it. I bypassed the step where you logged in. If I wasn't logged in, it would ask to create an account or enter my name so that it can sync everything up to the cloud. And the first view here of the news feed is still a work in progress, but it will show what's going on, who's collecting things that you collect, and allow you to kind of browse their collectibles. We have some of this on the website right now. I'm going to do another iteration specifically for the mobile app. So there's a few different things. You guys, I would imagine a lot of you are interested in kind of keeping track of your collection, and you're seeing the rough cut of this right now. It'll be a little bit more rich when it's done. And here this is our beta site, and I've got various different collections that I've already set up. I can go ahead and add a new collection. And we're going to start with focusing on the consoles because we kind of know this space. We've been doing arcade and console collecting for quite a long time. So it's an area that we know pretty well. So if you take a look at it, I could go and I could look at my Atari 2600 collection. It'll tell me what I've collected. Some of this is not complete data here. I could keep track of what I'm looking for. I could compare it to all the known Atari 2600 carts. This works really well when we know everything. We will have a mechanism if you've got a prototype or something that's not listed in our catalog, so don't worry about being locked in. You will be able to put these things in there. Maybe not the very first release, but we have it in our database that can handle it just fine. So you can kind of look at, you can go and say, oh, this is what I've got, this is what I don't have, and I can go and say, oh, well, I've collected, the Atari published version of Adventure. And then you can take pictures if you want. You'll be able to put in, what's your estimated value. If you were willing to sell it, how much would you sell it for? Like make me an offer type of thing. And not shown here because it's not done yet. You'll be able to put things like condition, like is this a full box? Is it just the card only, loose card instructions or whatever? You'll be able to keep track of that and have multiple. You could say I have 5 different adventure carts or whatever. And then you could also say that you're still looking for it. We may put in a filter here that'll filter out everything you've already collected. I'm not sure, but I just kind of wanted to get an impression of, what do you think of this? Now, this data is all driven through our research area, and the research area here, we're still developing out. We've got a lot of what the commonly known consoles are. So, if you look in the structure on our test environment isn't the same as in production. So I'm just going to jump right into the consoles. We've broken them out by the common ages. And this is like a wiki section where we seeded the data with, like, say, our Atari 2600. We know everything that is part of that. So we can put in all of what we already know. It's commonly available, but you will have a way to go in and suggest a game that we don't have yet published, and there'll be a review process where people can vote it up and vote it down. That's all on the web right now, and just have to get it into the mobile app. And you can see I've kind of prototyped what it looks like if you see a description. So you can think about this is how we'll incorporate the growing part of it and the social part of it so that it can be pretty extensible. So if you want to talk about pretty rare things that you might not necessarily see in here, you can still set that up. You just won't have the nice reference checklist. But if you are collecting, something like an Atari 5200, you can look it up and browse what's there. You can go to your collections and say, oh, I'm going to start collecting a console here. I'm going to go to the second generation, and I'm going to start collecting Atari 5200, and you can see it's not done there yet, but that's where you would see the list of items and say, I've got this, I don't have this, and this is what I want and don't want. Not done yet, marketplace, not done yet, me. So the idea would be, you know, in the marketplace, if you want to list your things for sale, you could say it's for sale or for trade. A lot of little details and logistics to work out with that. And then me, will be where you put your avatar picture and anything else about you. So that's where we're at right now. Quite a bit of work to go, but it's going pretty well. Definitely appreciate your feedback. Let me know. Great. Thanks.